Hola, you beautiful people, you. Today we are talking about this 2017 FZ09. If you're over in Europe, you're probably saying that is not an FZ, that is an MT, my friend. Well, you are correct. In North America, it's been the FZ until 2018, which we now have the MT version of this. So I'm going to give you guys the lowdown on why this bike has the rep of being such a great hooligan bike. MT stands for, well, depends on who you talk to, monster torque or major torque for the MT. And yeah, there's a reason for it because this thing is a torque monster. It wants to stand up all the time. I'm going to talk about some of the aftermarket things that the owner did to it, some of the modes. We'll take it to some twisties and some straight lines, and yeah, let's give you the overall feel of this bike and why it is turning into an instant classic. Anyways, let's get to it. Now looking at this bike, you can see there's a little bit of difference from the stock ones. We have some aftermarket handlebars. The seat is aftermarket and it actually says FZ09 on it, not MT. Down here we have a full Black Widow exhaust, and man, it makes all the great poppy noises and it sings to your ears like nothing. Well, actually, it sings to your ears like a lot. You want to wear earplugs. It's quite loud. Let's get ready to sound check. But don't forget the Wake the Neighbors drive-by. We have different riding modes. The different riding modes we have are to be selected right here where it says mode. Now you have standards, A and B. Now A is if you want to go full out, you want to have fun, you want to stand this thing up to 12 o'clock and look at the sun or at the moon, whichever is your preference, that's what you want. You want to chill out a little bit because there's, I don't know, lots of cops around or something. You don't want any speeding tickets or lose your license. You go to B. Starting to rain, go to standards. Take it ease out there, my friends. You don't want to slide on that pavement, on that tarmac. So there's that. It also has 3 settings for traction control. So you have the ability to turn traction control completely off. If you want to do some burnouts, some whipping around that tail end, you can do that. Traction control 1, it will kick on. Traction control number 2 will kick on the instant it feels that you, my friend, are out of control, and it will not have it. So the sprocket is down the tooth because, you know, it doesn't have enough torque already, so you need that, right, for acceleration. Highway speeds, my friends, are still rocking on it. And when you take off from the standstill on this and you honk on it, it does want to stand up. There's a reason why they say this bike is a hooligan bike and is a popular item for such hooligans. Basically what happens, the back end with the suspension squats as soon as you hit that throttle. And yeah, it just delivers the horsepower and it just wants to go north. It wants to go up, my friends. It wants to go up. Now these handlebars are awesome. Oh my God, I've never ridden a bike with this kind of setup before. It's really cool. The actual seating position on it isn't very aggressive. It's almost like you're sitting on a dirt bike. And with the handlebars set up like this, it's pretty cool. So if you want to monkey around and do whatnots, that's right, whatnots, I said it. This is your whatnot setup. He also has this device here, which you can turn and twist, and it gives some resistance to the L throttle. It's not a cruise control, but it will hold it in place. So if your wrist gets tired, you can do such things. Of course, we have the aftermarket levers. You got to have those. The clutch is great on this thing when I took it out. It's absolutely fantastic. Anyways, I think that pretty much covers this for now. Of course, you have the tune. I can't show you the tune, but it is tuned and it's a beast. So let's take this out and we'll talk about how it handles and such. Anyways, let's get at it. So we're gonna go on some twisty roads here. Just get a feel of it. But the suspension is so much softer than my Duke, for sure. Of course, I'm gonna have to get used to the gearing. Definitely a lot of torque on this bike, though. Quick shifter is pretty smooth. It is aftermarket. Love that exhaust note, though. But yeah, I like the handlebars being up. Definitely more comfortable than my Street Fighter. I'll give it that. But yeah, you don't have to gear down to get the power. The power is always there, which is a nice touch. Ergonomics, awesome. 2017, it feels like I'm riding a brand new bike. Your speedo's here, RPM gauge, like everything's well set up, well within view. Lots of passing power. We got fifth. It does have 6th gear, but it's just not showing. The brakes. Brakes are very nice. Very nice. They're not overly aggressive. They're nice and smooth. Definitely a hooligan bike. Now with the suspension set up on this, you're not going to see it in the video, but when you get on the gas, the suspension kind of squats down, and with the torque, the front wants to stand up all the time. It's an awesome feeling. It just makes the ride that much more exciting. To be honest, I didn't think it would turn into the turns as well as it does, and yeah, it really does. About this bike, you can go up and down through the gears if you want, or it's got enough torque where I can keep it in a higher gear and do this kind of riding and not keep shifting up and down. But I do like the options to have that if you just want to have fun and start banging through gears, making some noise. That's nice. Whereas the Ducati, that first gear and second gear is so long, there's really no need to shift. You can just pretty much keep it in second or third if you want on a Street Fighter, and you can do this whole road in one gear. Oh man, this thing's fun. If I were to get another naked bike, I would seriously consider like a FZ09 or buying one of these guys used, for sure. No, he's got it tuned. Right now it's not in its most touchy setting. I think you said I'm running about 80% of its power potential. Well, yeah. First time riding this bike, and you know, on a twisty road, I don't want to do anything overly dumb. On my bike's one thing, but somebody else's bike, not so much. I'm really surprised how versatile this bike is in the turns, like completely. I mean, I was expecting some good performance, but this is a lot better than I thought. Well, if you made it this far, that's my first impressions of riding this bike coming off the Street Fighter. Anyways, we'll talk to you later. Ciao for now. Peace out. Well, if you made it this far in this garbly goop of a video, then you should like and subscribe. I can really use your help to make more bad videos like this. Yeah. If you'd like to be tortured, you can find me on Facebook, TikTok, or Instaham. Anyways, ciao for now.